Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Empire, where we dominate the crypto market. My name is Connor. In this video, I'm going to be going over the QUBIC network. Yes, it's time for another QUBIC video. If you didn't already know, QUBIC was founded by the infamous Come From Beyond. He founded IOTA as well as NXT. Those are two of the best performing crypto launches in history. And now he has taken his talents to build out the QUBIC network. And a lot of major developments have been happening with this crypto project. I'm going to go over them in this video and then look at the price chart and tell you what I see happening in the short to midterm future. Let's get into it. So QUBIC is currently trading for $1,487 per 1 billion QUBIC units. Market cap is $178 million and the fully diluted valuation is $217 million. So as you can see, the fully diluted compared to the actual circulating market cap is quite a good ratio, right? Now I will get into the tokenomics and the supply as we do go through this video because I'll explain that in more detail. So don't worry about the tokenomics for right now. But it's always a good thing to look back at things, and here's a post I made on my X account from November of 2023. when the price of QUBIC was $1,574 per billion. And also the first time I called QUBIC was November of 2023. And this was, as you can see, November 6th. And the price of QUBIC was $739 per billion 2 years ago, November of 2023. So I tell you this just to show you that I've been tracking this project. I've been in this project for a long time. Okay, I've watched everything happen over the years now. I've seen the developments and I'm still here talking about it. So yeah, I'm still bullish on it. And let's go over all of the updates and exactly what's happening with QUBIC. So again, it's founded by Come From Beyond. As you can see, he's working on QUBIC AI Garth, which is QUBIC's essentially AI mining processing power component. And he's also working on a new venture called Paracosm. But anyways, this has Come From Beyond. And it's really funny because if you guys have been following QUBIC, the Caspa community has been just like attacking QUBIC for years, basically. And just 14 hours ago, I think this guy, I don't know, he's a major Caspa developer, a core developer. But this guy attacked QUBIC so much, and now he's announced that he's stepping down from Caspa. He's writing articles. He's super emotional. So just like I thought, right, I always had the belief that, QUBIC would beat all the FUD in the end. And this guy's just having a complete breakdown. And, CFB is just, he's on top, right? He won the battle. So that's interesting to see. But let's get serious now and talk about everything going on with QUBIC. So if you guys aren't familiar, there's no pre-sale. There was no venture capitalist, no early investments. There was no way to get in early, okay? It's 100% mined. And there was no team allocation. Yes, the team knew when the network was going to launch, right? And they could have mined it as soon as it went live. But it's not like there was a pre-mine, okay? So it was completely fair from the beginning, and I like that. Anyways, that's just some basic information that, unless it's the first time you're hearing about QUBIC, you probably already knew that. But if it is your first time hearing about this project, it is good to know this information. Now, also with that being said, QUBIC is clocked in as the fastest blockchain ever verified on mainnet. They came in at 15.5 million transactions per second, and this was certified by Certec, which is a crypto auditing firm. So that is huge. That's exactly what it sounds like. Here's the article when it happened from Tuesday, April 22nd, from this website called AI Invest. Essentially talking about how QUBIC achieved 15.52 million transactions or transfers per second. QUBIC is built on bare metal, okay? So with that being said, there's no software involved. It's built directly on hardware. Let's get off this page. But yes, guys, QUBIC is the fastest blockchain ever recorded that has been certified. So that is pretty bullish if you do ask me. The other thing is the fact that they use computational energy from proof of work, and this is known as useful proof of work. Okay, this transforms the energy used in mining into something greater, artificial intelligence. Yes, they are essentially using the power to train artificial intelligence models. Also with this, I should mention as well, when it comes to transfers, so you don't pay any fee. It's instant finality, and you don't pay any fee. That's because it's built on bare metal. which is big in my opinion. So yeah, useful proof of work. And just recently, they have finally started mining Monero. So as we can see here on the Monero mining list, QUBIC.org, you have to understand that they are not mining Monero all of the time. Okay, it's only when they have extra processing power. I had this website open right before the video recorded, and they were at rank number 7. They just dropped to rank number 18, QUBIC.org. So that clearly tells us right now that they're not using their extra processing power to mine Monero. But I will show you that this just happened around a week ago. And here's a post from Reddit from Monero mining. And so QUBIC became the 5th largest miner for Monero. When they're using their extra processing power, they're a major Monero miner. Okay, a lot of people from the Monero community are skeptical, but I think they've been learning more about it, and they're actually seeing that it is actually legitimate. So yeah, that's cool. So this is great. This is a component of the useful proof of work. And also, they aim to have true AGI with their AI Garth by 2027. So if they can achieve that, this is it's going to be a major AI breakthrough from this project, and we'll see we'll see what happens. Right here it is, AI Garth by AGI by 2027. AI Garth is the AI powered by QUBIC, drawing intelligence from hundreds of thousands of QUBIC miners to create billions of artificial neural networks. It is the foundation of the journey toward true decentralized intelligence. So yeah, that is some basic information about QUBIC if you were not already familiar. Let's go move on now to the tokenomics. So the tokenomics used to be a lot, but they actually had an 80% cut of tokens. So the QUBIC team implemented a significant reduction in the max supply of QUBIC, reducing it from 1,000 trillion to 200 trillion QUBIC units, an 80% cut. This strategic move was designed to align the token supply with the network's long-term goals. So there used to be a lot of FUD, especially by the CASPA community, which I already mentioned earlier in the video about the QUBIC tokenomics. They listened, they reduced it by 80%. And again, the guy from CASPA, who is probably like the biggest hater on QUBIC, is writing paragraphs that nobody's reading and like crying or whatever. I mean, look, everything always comes full circle. But yeah, they do listen to the community, and they changed the tokenomics. They change the emissions, and they're burning a lot. So as you can see, 1 trillion is mined every week, and this will never be reduced, but a percentage of these weekly emissions are actually burned. So for the first year, 15% of the emissions every week are burned. So that just means that a lot of supply is being removed over time. And after the initial 15% total burn of emissions, to further manage supply, QUBIC will introduce halvings every 52 epochs or once a year. Each halving will require approval by the quorum. That's the network of computers that do make up QUBIC. But nonetheless, we don't really have to worry about that for a little bit because we're still within the first 52 epochs at the current moment in time. But those are some updates about QUBIC. Definitely follow them on X. And if you want to learn more, they introduced a QUBIC Academy, or the QUBIC Docs, and they've built in an AI bot. You can ask questions, and they've made it really, really easy to understand this behemoth comprehensive project. So look into it on your own if you want to learn more. For now, we're going to move on to the price chart. Let's get into the price of QUBIC. So long story short, I do believe that the bottom is in for QUBIC. This is the weekly chart, and this is on MEXC. This thing was only available to trade on SafeTrade. For example, this image, as you can see, was from SafeTrade. Originally, this was the only exchange you could trade QUBIC on. So that has all of the old data. Right, if we go to the weekly, all the exchanges don't essentially have the left of the chart, right? Because most of them listed in July of 2024, when this thing has been around from August of 2023. So this is the full chart with all of the data you're looking at right now. And as you can see, it has made a higher low, never breached the lows of the original accumulation from October, November of 2023. Again, when I first started tracking this project and became an investor of it. So put in that higher low down here, and let's go back to this chart. And that was at a price of $700 per billion. I got in first at $600 per billion, so never came back to my original entry. And here we are at 1500 per billion essentially. So here's what I see, okay? I first see this double bottom, this W, and now I see this bull flag. Super simple analysis. Okay, here's our bull flag, like so. So, in my opinion, bottoms in. I'm looking for this thing to break out of the bull flag. Okay, if it drops back into demand over here, look on the 4-day, there's a level, right? We have a 4-day demand zone. If it drops back in, it's a buy. The most optimal level to buy from this point in time would be $1,100 per billion. And this is the, there's a weekly level in here, as you can see. All right, so that's the optimal level to buy, but I don't really think it will come down to here, but if it does, it's a buy. We're looking for QUBIC to break out, and we're looking for it to pump 2-hour yearly open as well as 4,000 per billion. Those are the initial targets for now, and I'll be sure to update you guys when those targets get hit essentially. I'm bullish on QUBIC right now. Chart is looking really good, and it's looking primed to break out. We'll see if the regular market or the rest of the crypto market does align, but don't overcomplicate it right now. I don't think there's much to be scared of personally. Of course, not financial advice. This is, of course, if you're going to buy this, it's your own real money on the line. So take it seriously and look into it a lot yourself and chart it yourself. But everything I'm seeing, it looks clear skies ahead to me. So yeah, that's QUBIC. Hope you enjoyed the video. In this video, we went over the QUBIC network. I took a look at all of the recent project updates, a lot of really bullish stuff, and then I took a look at the price chart and let you know what I'm seeing here in the short to midterm future. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button down below. And if you are not subscribed to the channel, Crypto Empire, smash the subscribe button and turn on all bell notifications so you don't miss any future videos. And my name is Connor from Crypto Empire, and I'll see you in the next video.